We have breaking news. Let's get right to it.
Past 24 hours, we've seen 34 new cases of COVID-19 here in Utah.
Following breaking news out of Utah, a magnitude 5.7 earthquake hitting just after 7 a.m. local time, about 10 miles west of Salt Lake City.
We need 100 to 150,000 tests a day.
What is going on in the world? Isolation20 Podcast, DreRawka checking in with you on this Tuesday evening. Well, really, it's Thursday evening for you when you're listening to this because, we record on Tuesday, release on a Thursday, and that's how we do it here. Hopefully you're having the day you deserve. I know I am. My son Tavian's in the back. He just dropped a great episode of Unrestricted with DreRawka. It's a really, really dope episode. It has some good feedback. People like to see Tavian. They like to see the young baby rocker god over there. And I love having him around too. I think that's one thing as a father that's really dope is being able to do things like that with my son. It's timeless, right? So forever, he'll be able to go back and look at the document as long as YouTube is still around and as long as there's still something to play, videos on and whatnot. He'll be able to go back and look at the catalog. Fun times, man. Had a great time with the fellas. We are back. Sunday workouts are back. So if you were one of those people that hit me up and was like, Dre, I would love to come out. I would love an invite. Here's your official invite. I don't send out personal invites. Sunday, if you're in the Utah area, if you're in Utah, come on out. Murray High, 8 a.m. until it gets super hot. Once we come into summertime, then we'll switch it up. We'll come a little bit earlier. Pause. But for right now, that's what we're doing. We can't catch a break. We get out there on Sunday and it's frosted over. There's snow on the ground. It's not a lot, but it's enough to be annoying, right? It's that slushy snow. It's that snow when it kicks up, you're just going to be miserable and wet. So we did everything on the track. First day back, Beefy came out, Will Wonder, Mendo. It was a good time, man. It felt good to get back out moving and grooving with the fellas and just trying to get back to the regular workouts, right? No excuses, that's the motto, right? Blame no one, make no excuses, do something, right? That's the motto. And that's where we are now. So, We'll continue to give progress reports, but if you are somebody that wants to come work out, Sunday, 8 a.m., Murray High track. It's going to be tough, man. We are going into St. Patrick's Day weekend, which means Irish car bombs, but I don't think I'm going to do them this time. I think this weekend I'm going to chill out. I think it's going to be maybe a seltzer, maybe a nice little, maybe strawberry, orange seltzer. I think that's where I'm going to be at. Staying away from the hard alcohol, if you will, just because I don't want to puke my guts out. I can't be out there on the track second day out puking my guts out. Can't do it, right? That's not a good look. But my boy Mendo, he was like, yo, Dre, I'm taking up a Muay Thai class. I was like, man, that sounds like fun. So I think we might be taking on some other challenges with this fitness journey, right? Haven't done a fitness class. I haven't done any type of class. I haven't done weightlifting, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, boxing. I haven't done any type of those classes, but I think I may. Maybe hold me to it. Maybe hold me to it, and that way I have to do it sometime this year. That's my goal. Sometime this year in 2023, I gotta get out and I gotta take some type of class, regardless on what the activity is. Maybe even ballet. Maybe I'll take a ballet class. That's fitness, right? Maybe gymnastics. Maybe the gym of nastics. Maybe that's what we do. I'm not sure. But either way, I'm going to have fun with it. I'm really excited about today. Isolation20 Podcast. We are back. I love this podcast, man. It's me and you just chatting. Me and you just getting our feelings out, talking. We talk about dumb news, such as the Juno Awards. Yeah, kind of crazy. A protester came out with them heavies out, if you know what I mean. A man is suing the Buffalo Wild Wings. We'll jump into that. Plus a new YouTube channel. Well, it's not new, but new to me. A YouTube channel that I just came across that is killing it, at least in my opinion. I'll tell you about that. Along with the season finale of The Last of Us, a new show on Paramount called Tulsa King, Shazam, John Wick, and so much more with Down in Front. And then, of course, We'll close it out. But Mike Masters, man. Mike Masters Alliance. The warm-up 3. That is going to be at the DLC at quarters, which is 5 East, 400 South in Salt Lake City, Utah. If you're not familiar with that area, Google it. Do your Googles. Do yourself the favor and do your Googles. The warm-up is featuring Thesaurus and Emerson Kennedy, Eli Ace, Mike Bailey, Spades, Ghost, Smoke. Let's see, Jay Valen, Valcombe, Hemis, Easton Clark. There's a lot of guys on this. And just announced Disaster is going to be on there with Marv 1 as well. Nate Chacon III and Dumb Luck will be hosting this night. Now, you might be asking yourself, Dre, why are you talking about rap battles? You're not a rapper. I'm not. But you know where I got my start? Was from battle rap. Yes. No, I wasn't a rapper. I mean, I was, but I wasn't a battle rapper. I mean, I battled a few of these cats out here in these streets, in these Salt Lake City streets. I've done it before. If you want me to dust off the old pause, I can get it cracking again. I'm just playing. I won't do that to myself. Nor will I bore you with my Ninja Turtle bars. I won't do it. Nah. But yeah, man, I got my start in battle rap. A long time ago, there was a project that we did called dogamount.com, and it was the original This versus This website, right? You would have this over here, this subject over here versus this subject over here online. It was unheard of. Live streaming. It was unheard of. Patent pending and everything, right? There was a patent on this technology and everything. Shout out to my bro, Casper. And a lot of the guys, man, needed a home. They needed a place to battle on a different platform. Yes, battle rap has been, a thing that has been around since the dawn of hip hop, right? Since the dawn of the MC. Some people call it the second element. Some people call it the fourth element. Whatever you want to call it, it's been around, right? So we created a platform that gave these rappers, right? These battle rappers a chance to showcase their talent around all the bars in Salt Lake City. Five Monkeys, Moe's Bar and Grill, you name it, Summer Jam, you know what I mean? Like, you name it, we did it. Orange Street. And I was underage getting in these clubs and doing it too, hosting these things. But that's where I really got to learn my local community, my local artists, the guys that are considered historians now in this forefront of battle rap. And to see where it started, I shouldn't say started, but to see where we started with it, to see where it's at now, it's incredible. It's incredible. When you got world-renowned battle rappers like Disaster, he's a household name in the battle rap scene, right? In hip-hop, you mentioned Disaster, you know that you're getting that dude with a whole lot of aggression and a whole lot of bars, right? And you got new guys that are paving the way here in Utah on that level. And it's incredible to watch and it's incredible to see. And I'm excited for it. I think that the move of Mike Masters Alliance, the move of these artists that are on these rappers that are on these bills, I think they're all representing it the right way. I hope they continue to represent it the right way. I don't see this thing slowing down, only picking up. I hear talks about a pay-per-view. So for those of you that can't make it into the actual arena, or if it sells out, now you have an option to do it on the pay-per-view side, right? And it's 2023, so it only makes sense, Like, if you can double dip, maybe there's a family out of state, right? Maybe one of these battlers that's in state has family out of state and they want to see him battle. Well, now you pay your little, $20, whatever, $15, whatever it is. And now you watch it with your family from the comfort of your own home. You still get that same experience, right? But now you get to share it, and it's more views. It opens it up to a worldwide thing. And Disaster's a worldwide artist. Marv One's a worldwide battle rapper. Emerson Kennedy's a world-renowned battle rapper, right? And our guys here locally, they're starting to get there too. They're starting to get that recognition. In 2023, I think it's a beautiful thing. I absolutely love it. So if there's anything that I can do, which is, I guess, this right here by telling you about it, tune in this Saturday if you are in the local Utah area. Again, it's the DLC at quarters, 5th East, 400 South, Salt Lake City, Utah. 8 o'clock is when it starts. Oh, no, it's Friday. My bad. Friday, March 17th. Correction. March 17th, Friday, 8 p.m. The DLC at quarters, the warm-up 3. Tickets are available at 24tix.com. Right now, the $20 with a surcharge of $1.91. So you're looking at about $22. And if you're in the building, they have giveaways. There's vendors. They got alcohol. And Nath Fader is gonna be providing the tunes. So this is on. They have a disclaimer. It's on St. Patrick's Day, so plan parking downtown accordingly. Yeah, it's gonna be lit, especially right there, because you got the Green Pig. Oh, that block is gonna be nuts. Now I'm thinking about it. Yo, you better get down there early. So yeah, don't waste no time. Make sure you get your parking spot for Mike Masters. The warm-up 3.
Are you sick of podcasts that just interview people with the same questions and gossiping nonsense?
Are you tired of hearing about what's wrong with the world? Can you locate your nearest orphanage?
Who cooked the Last Supper?
R.I.P. Mr. Potato Head.
Seppuku Harakiri.
Where is Mavis Beacon?
This is Hos.
And this is host Beefy.
Listen to the Beans and Rice podcast.
Exclusively in Braille and all streaming platforms.
Patent pending.
What?
What is that noise? 385-240-4666 is the number for What's That Noise. So if you listen to or watch Unrestricted, shout out to the YouTube gang. Unrestricted this week, we had my son, Baby Rocka. He came on and we were talking and whatnot. We didn't do What's That. Well, we kind of did What's That Noise. We did What's That Theme, right? He's a wrestling fan. We're a wrestling fan family. So we did theme music, right? But I said, hey, because he already knows what the noise is, right? But I said, hey, we got to give these guys a chance to win $50. So we brought back the last noise from last week's Isolation20 podcast. If you can guess what this noise is, you can literally leave me a text, or you can drop a voice note at 385-240-4666. If you can guess what this noise is, and I need specifics, all right? You can't just say it's a noise, Dre. No, of course it's a noise, but what is the noise? If you can guess it, I'll give you $50. Here is the noise. Kind of difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of difficult. 385-240-4666 is the number for What's That Noise. Here's the noise again. That, I'm not gonna lie to you, very difficult. One more time, 385-240-4666 is the number. What is that noise? Get those guesses in now. I want you to win this money. Get them in now.
Hey, Dre, would you calm down for a moment and just let me talk? Just at this point, you're just rambling, all right? What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Will Wonder, and I have a podcast called The Will Wonder Pod. I know, super original name, but I promise you'll love it. We talk sports, we talk music, and generally have some really interesting interviews with people that are doing some really cool things. So make sure you check it out wherever you get your podcast. Once again, that is The Will Wonder Pod. All right, Dre, go on about your business, whatever the fuck you were talking about.
The name says it all.
You know my name.
This is Are You Dumb?
Big shout out and big ups to my homegirl, Jessie Reyez. Yeah, she's like my best friend now. I interviewed her. We connected. We had a laugh. I made her chuckle. We talked deep. I think I made her cry a little bit. I seen a little bit of tears come on, a little wetness come around her eyeball. Pause. If you want to check that interview out, go check it out. The rest of my videos, you can find it on the Unrestricted playlist. You'll find it. But shout out to Jessie Reyez. She won a Juno Award. Now, Juno Awards is a music awards for Canadians. They exclude us, right? They can win a Grammy. They can win an Oscar. They can win a Tony. But I guess Americans can't win Juno Awards. Or maybe they can. Canadians, correct me if I'm wrong. But she won the contemporary R&B recording. I don't know what song, though. It doesn't say what song she won it for. But she did win that award. Some of the nominees were WTF, Savannah Ray. Let's see, Audra Clan. I'm not sure who these artists are. Maybe more R. Well, obviously R&B. The category was R&B. I'm not a big R&B guy. I'm really not. You know, I had my time when I was younger when it was, you know, Usher. You know what I mean? Joe, Casey and JoJo, right? Alicia Keys. Back when R&B, like you were really, really hard. Like that heartbreak was just like, oh my gosh, it made it hurt so bad. Hurt so bad, right? But hey, I'm not here to make you cry. All right. Shout out to Jessie Reyez. Shout out to Avril Lavigne, who had to get real feisty after a protester that had all the heavies out. They were out and about. Yep, they ran right on stage, and Avril Lavigne said, "Hey, get the F off the stage, yo. Like, don't make me get crazy, yo. You know I'm with Tyga now. Don't make me slap you up, yo." She ran right off stage too. She has like these pink pants on, and she had the little pasties on. It was kind of wild. And I'm not gonna lie, the chick that was running up looked like she a barista at like a Starbucks or something. She definitely left. She was in the barista parking lot. She was definitely in like the Starbucks parking lot, like getting painted on, and then was like, "Yo, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the Juno Awards." She went into the Juno Awards, took her shirt off, and she was like, "Hey, protest, yeah, protesting." What was she protesting? Grassroots organization from all across Ontario are rallying to say, "Hands off the green belt." So it's a repeal bill 23. So essentially, there's land in Ontario that is maple leaves, and that's how they get the maple syrup, right? So she's pretty much saying, yo, don't touch our land because we need it for the syrup. Now, if you touch our land, we're going to go up on the award shows and we're going to show the heavies, all right? And that's what she did. She needs the maple syrup to make the coffee for all the Ontarians. Is that the word? Ontarians? What? Ontario, Canada. What do you call yourself? I don't know what you call yourself. But yeah, that was kind of wild. Avril Lavigne almost had a Will Smith moment. I bet you, like, anytime somebody comes on stage that kind of looks off, I bet you people like second guess now. They're like, yo, what are you doing? Because I ain't gonna lie, I do the same thing. When I'm DJing and somebody comes up on stage and they're like, yeah, you know, they're asking for a request, right? And they're like, ah. I'm like, yo, is this a friendly encounter or do I have to pow right in the kisser? Things that run through my mind now since Will Smith did what he did. But Avril Lavigne, she made it out unscathed. She gave the lady a warning. Jessie Reyez was on stage looking mad hairy with her legs. Shout out to Jessie Reyez. I love you. I love you, Jessie. That's the home girl, all right? That's the homie, all right? Her and her hairy legs. Hairy armpits. Oh, man. But, you know, Avril Lavigne, Tyga, they made it official. They said, yo, this is not a publicity stunt. They were seen kissing, smacking face. I was thinking about, like, how old is Avril Lavigne? Because me and Tyga, we're around this. We the same age, all right? We the same age. But Avril Lavigne, she's 38. She's pushing 40. You know what I mean? There's about 5-year difference. Not super horrible unless you're like a senior dating an 8th grader, right? That's a little weird. And that's essentially what Avril Lavigne's doing right now. More power to her, man. More power to her. You know, Tyga, we all seen his OnlyFans. We already know what's going on and was packing. You know what I mean? We already know what the dealio is with that. So Avril Lavigne, hey, I don't know if Avril comes to the cookout though. We all been there. Like, we all seen that the high school couple that was kind of off, right? We always seen like the jock, and he was always with like the gothic chick. If they weren't together, if they weren't walking the halls together, there was always like rumblings, right? Like, yo, did you know that Avril? I hear that she bleeds from her throat into Tyga's mouth. And I heard Tyga plays Crazy Illmatic for Avril Lavigne. And really, Avril's like a really big hip hop head. Like crazy. Like Get Rich or Die Trying. Avril Lavigne bumps that every morning. I hear that. Oh, no. They're coming. That's what happens. I'm telling you. We all know that high school team or that high school couple that was the oddball couple. We've all seen it before. And we all wish we got with the skater chick that had the little lip piercing and she always had like a weird tattoo. Back in my day, it was like a barbed wire tattoo or like the lower, what they call that, tramp stamp. It usually was like a sunflower or like a dolphin, something like that. And if you look at your mom's lower back, she probably has that on her lower back right now. Especially if your mom was born after 79, she definitely has that tattoo somewhere on her. Guarantee it. It's awful, man. But nah, I wish Avril Lavigne and Tyga the best. You know, sometimes I come in here and I bash these celebrities for dating and whatnot, but nah, man, this is that interracial couple we need to see make it. We gotta have it. You know what I mean, if we want inner city peace, if we want inner world peace, the world lies on Tyga and Avril Lavigne. That's simple and plain. So I teased it earlier. Buffalo Wild Wings is getting sued by a man for claiming false advertising. He's saying, yo, y'all don't even serve wings. Yo, like your boneless wings, they're not boneless. Those are chicken nuggets. My man kind of has a point. You know what I mean? It is just kind of like a chicken nugget. Don't call it a boneless wing. You know what I mean? So if a wing has a wing has to have a bone in it, right? Because if it's boneless, it's just a chicken nugget. There's no bone. It can't say boneless, right? You ain't going to McDonald's and be like, yo, can I get a 10-piece of boneless chicken wings? No, you're just like, yo, let me get 10-piece nugget. So I kind of get this man's point. It's kind of weird, right? It's kind of weird. I get his point, though. I get it. But to sue them for false advertising, that's wild. Buffalo Wild Wings, they came back. They clapped back, though. They said, yo, it's true. Our boneless wings are all white meat chicken. Our hamburgers contain no ham. Our buffalo wings are 0% buffalo. Got a point, Buffalo Wild Wings. You got a point, and thank you for clapping back. Now, I think this is one of those things where all attention is good attention, right? Come on, really suing Buffalo Wild Wings? This can't be real. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna read the article to find out if it is or not. I'll leave that up to you. Oh man, I am watching a new YouTube channel. Well, it's not new, but new to me. His name is Sean Atwood. Okay, SHAUN. Atwood is ATTWOOD. Sean Atwood. And I came across this. It was suggested to me on YouTube, right? And it's essentially a podcast sit down with a convicted felon by the name of Joey Boxer Torres, who is a co-founder of the notorious 18th Street gang in Los Angeles. Well, worldwide now. Essentially the biggest gang in America. Huge, right? And what caught my attention is the fact that he said that Joey Torres is an Irish Puerto Rican. He's not even Mexican. That caught me off like big time, because I was like, nah, like 18th Street, all the alleged 18th Streeters I know are all Mexican. I mean, or some sort of Mexican. And then come to find out, Joey Torres said that we are one of the most diverse groups in America. He said we got Asians, we got blacks, we got whites. And that to me is just, I don't know why I'm fascinated by that. I'm fascinated that, because if you think about it, like, we all just want to be wanted. We all want to be needed, right? In some way, shape, or form. And so you find your tribe. Your tribe might be law enforcement. Your tribe might be podcasters. Your tribe might be the NBA. Your tribe might be NFL. This tribe is just 18th Street. I forget the street name, but it was founded on 18th Street in Los Angeles, I believe. And he served 40 years in the California State Penitentiary. The crazy story about this is he's the co-founder, right? So he's a head honcho, and he's a boxer too. He's a known boxer. And you know, I'm going through this super fast, and there's a lot to unpack on this man's story. And I'm telling you, if you give it a listen, it's a 3-part series. You're going to be hooked, especially if that intrigues you, if these kind of stories intrigue you, because you're probably like, well, how did he get out of prison if he served 40 years and he's a convicted felon and murderer? I know, crazy. Well, one day he was in his cell, and he heard, maybe he wasn't in his cell. Essentially what happened was, one of the correction officers, she was getting raped, and he stopped the raping, and he beat the guys up. Well, the officers that came in and was saving the other lady that got, was getting raped, they beat this man bad, to the point where he had to put a steel plate in his head. It was awful, bad, put him out bad. And the only thing that saved him and saved his life really was that officer coming out and saying, hey, he saved me. And after that, he was treated like gold. You got to listen to this podcast. You got to listen to his stories with Muhammad Ali and how close he was to the mafia, how close he was to Mike Tyson, different celebrities all over. He walked the same cell block as Charles Manson. Now, his words, not mine. Charles Manson was a great guy, he said. Charles Manson wasn't the guy that the media portrayed him as. Charles Manson was so smart and dumb that anytime he was like, anytime the correction officers came and told him, yo, Manson, you got an interview, Manson would turn to Joey and be like, it's showtime, right? As if to say, yo, I'm putting on a facade, right? Kind of crazy. You got to check it out. Again, the interviewee's name is Joey Torres. You can just Google or YouTube Joey Torres 18th Street Gang, or Google Sean Atwood. Check it out. Not a lot of people are on this interview, and I'm surprised. It's been out 2 weeks and only got 19K views. So definitely check it out. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe drop me a text or, comment. 385-240-4666 is the number to be a part of the conversation. Hey, Alexa, can you show me a new barber?
Don't worry, I got you.
Boogie Down Barbershop in Taylorsville is now open. Anything from gentleman's cuts, taper, fade, or if you want to treat yourself to a nice hot towel shave, Boogie Down Barbershop has you covered. Cuts for men and kids. Book your appointment today at boogiedownbarbershop.com.
And now the movie review segment you didn't ask for. It's down in front.
You see all my Salt Lake City people getting all excited about The Last of Us making it to Salt Lake City? They made it to Utah. Man, after a very short season. I'm sorry. I know it was about 9 episodes, something like that. But I'll tell you what, man, this season finale left me mad. Not mad because it was bad, but mad because I want more. I am that man. I'm that person that wants more before they even give us a second season. Release the whole thing, man. Give us this whole thing. Now, The Last of Us, it was start to finish, man. Season 1, episode 1 hit us with a bang. It was done very, very well, written very, very well. And yes, I know it's a video game. Yes, I know if I want to play the video game, I can know what happens next. But hey, I like video games, but I don't have the time to sit down and do it. I don't. I'd rather do this. Maybe I do this while I play. Maybe that's how we do it. Maybe that's how we kill 2 birds, 1 stone. If I play The Last of Us while I talk about The Last of Us, maybe that's the move. I don't know. But what I do know is season 2, signed, sealed, delivered. It's coming. What does that look like? They're saying it's gonna be dark. They're saying that this thing, it might be a prequel with the mama Ellie, right? Ellie, the main character, the one that's what's the word? She doesn't get infected. She's already infected, right? She was born with the bite. She's already infected. The bite was already in her mom's bloodstream when she had her. She's immune, right? They're saying, yo, this second season is going to be a lot darker and a lot more intense. This season right here, I feel like this season gave us a little bits and pieces, right? We didn't get a lot of big rushes of these zombies. We didn't get a lot of big rushes. There was a couple episodes like that. But if you really take all the times we got a zombie encounter, it was probably just maybe about 10-15% of the show. They very little bit in there. It was more story plot setup is what I felt like. And it's weird that they did it that way because season 2 wasn't already a guarantee. We didn't get a guarantee for season 2 until about 2-3 episodes in. And I'm sure they filmed this maybe 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. I'm sure of it. A lot of it's CGI and a lot of extra activity editing work, right? And that takes a while. So a lot of in-studio work. But I expect we'll probably get season 2 maybe late next year, early 2025 is what I'm thinking. That's my guess. I don't know if it will or not. I think this coming out around that October time, around that Halloween, winter break time, I think that'll be perfect. But this show, if you have not watched The Last of Us, you gotta check it out. Again, IMDb gave it a 9 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 96. Rotten Tomatoes never does the high percentage. So to see that number, you know it's official. You know it's the real deal, Holyfield. Check it out. Let me know what your thoughts are on this first season. Second season, it's already going down. I'm going to create a podcast series around that. The Down in Front podcast will come back specifically for The Last of Us. Signed, sealed, delivered. Check it out. Bing bong. It's happening. All right. Another show that I am excited about. So we went to the Boogie Down Barbershop. Shout out to Sean. To get Tavian's haircut, his bi-weekly haircut, because this dude's hair grows so quick. His hair grows as fast as Jessie Reyez's hair on her leg grow. Quick. Jessie, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You're a great human. It's just, you get the jokes too. You know what I mean? You can make fat jokes. It's fine. I get it. All right. But so we go to the Boogie Down. He gets his haircut. And Sean's watching. He's like the youngest old dude I know. He's watching Sylvester Stallone. What's her name? That Bridget, whatever her name is, that dated Flavor Flav. Bridget Nielsen. Bridget Nielsen sounds right. He was watching the movie with them two in it, right? So in 83, you know what I mean, like 80, maybe even 79, old movie, right after Rocky, and so we're watching that and whatnot. He was like, yeah. I was like, have you seen Creed 3 yet? He was like, nah. He's like, but I'm watching this new show. He's like, have you seen Tulsa King? I was like, what? Tulsa King? What's that? He's like, yeah, it's on Paramount. He's like, you got to check it out. It's Sly. He's back. I was like, what? Sly is 76 years old. How is this man still doing it? And he was like, man, you got to check it out. So, you know me, if you got a good series for me, I'm going to check it out. So we go, and we already have Paramount Plus. Wifey already had it downloaded. So we go to Paramount Plus, find the Tulsa King, and episode 1, bing bang, it is good. Now you might say, Dre, you're just easily entertained, and I don't care because it's good. And Rotten Tomatoes thinks so too, with an 80%. IMDb thinks the same thing with an 8.1 out of 10%. All right, so leave me alone. It's a good show. Premise of the show is an old Italian, New York mafia capo, Dwight the General Manfredi, is released from prison 25 years and exited by his boss to set up his shop in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Realizing that his mob family may not have his best interests in mind, Dwight slowly builds a crew. Okay, so essentially, he did his 25 years. He comes back, and the family's fall. Well, the family's still there, but the Godfather, right? He's dying. His son wants to take over. His son has a certain view of the family and where they want to go, and they don't want Dwight in New York at all, because he knows Dwight is an old school mobster. He knows how Dwight is. So he's like, yo, we gotta get him out of here. So they ship him to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Nowhere. There's nothing out there, right? They ain't got no Walmart. Well, they might have a Walmart, but they ain't got no Costco. I know that. They ain't got no Wing Coop. Nah, I ain't got no Wing Coop. They ain't got no Wing Stop. I know that. I know they ain't got no El Pollo Loco. I know that. Nothing. All right. So he goes out there, Sly, and he has to set up a new shop, right? He's a mobster. What do mobsters do? Mobsters are muscle, right? Mobsters, they collect taxes, right? They usually do like nightclubs and stuff like that. How are you going to do all that in Tulsa? Well, it's 2023. Sly ends up finding a marijuana distributor, right? So it's a medical marijuana, you know, one that you'll find in your local community. It's 2023. He's like, what the hell? What's going on here? It's really good. I won't give you too much on it, but I highly suggest it, especially if you're a fan of that type of feel, right? If you're a fan of like the Powers or the Sopranos, not to say that it's anything, it doesn't touch the Sopranos, but it's really good, quick, digestible content. It's like a 30-minute episode. You can finish the whole thing in a weekend if you wanted to. Obviously it's starring Sylvester Stallone, Dominique Lombardozzi. He is in this. So if you remember Dominic Lombardozzi, he is Proctor's cousin in Power. He's the one that gets smoked in Power. So you'll recognize him. But Andrea Savage, she's in there too. She plays a ATF agent. It's really good, guys. It is really good. I highly suggest it. Go check it out. Shazam! Fury of Gods. It is coming out this Friday on St. Patrick's Day. Ain't that cool? So Letterboxd, who is a movie review critic, gave it a 3.1 out of 5. Google users that have seen the early previews of the movie have gave it a 92%. I enjoyed Shazam 1. I think that Zachary Levi does a good job in this in the first one. The second one, I'm excited to see how they because you know Black Adam, Shazam, they gotta meet. They got to, right? With Superman being out of here, right? With them kind of getting Aquaman and kind of redoing Batman, they gotta put Black Adam in there with Shazam. They gotta cross paths somehow. And Shazam's that dude, but Black Adam's that dude too. So I'm excited to see what Shazam has to offer, because they're really building this man up for DC. And I think DC, hey, you guys have been missing, but that last one, good. I'm excited to see Fury of Gods. Again, that comes out Friday. And also coming out Friday, my dad's favorite, John Wick Chapter 4. Are you so excited about this? I am. John Wick series. I mean, come on, man. Keanu Reeves. I'm biased, though. I'm a Keanu Reeves stan ever since Bill and Ted. It's my, you know what I mean? It's my joint. And Keanu, he's a different type of actor, right? You never see him in trouble. He knows how to avoid the trouble. And he's just a solid dude. Just a solid dude. I don't know him personally, but I hear about them Park City parties. My man knows how to party. All right. And he's funny on TikTok. John Wick Chapter 4. I don't know what else John Wick could be doing at this point. With the price on his head ever increasing, legendary hitman John Wick takes his fight against the high table global as he seeks out the most powerful players in the underworld, from New York to Paris to Japan to Berlin. So pretty much, they're still coming after him, except he's taking it across seas. He's going all over the world now. So he's literally gonna kick ass and take names all over the world. I'm with it. John Wick coming out this Friday.
Hey, yo, you're probably listening to the Unrestricted Podcast with DreRawka.
We are?
No, they are.
Yeah, oh, right.
Oh, wow.
And I'm the real Ruby. You can catch me and Fonzie and the G Daddy Funk on Lake Talk 801 Podcast.
Yeah, but I think you have to come in more smoother, more funnier. Like, yeah, they could catch us on the Lake Talk 801 Podcast.
Yeah, y'all can catch us on the Lake Talk 801.
Yeah, and be like, and yeah, man, hey, and they could catch people like me, the real Ruby, and people like you, Fonzie, and people like him, G Daddy Funk, on the Lake Talk 801. Who cares?
What did he say?
Huh?
I didn't hear him.
I don't know, but this probably should be the ad.
Is this Are these on? Catch a new episode every Monday on all streaming platforms. The Lake Talk 801. Tune in now.
Man, you know what sounds really good? Just some chips and salsa.
You want the best salsa ever? Get yourself some Sauce Up Salsa at sauceupsalsa.com. Fresh fire roasted salsa, fresh ingredients, fresh produce made just for you.
If you're a sports athlete looking for a mouthguard to protect your pearly whites, look no further than All Sports Mouthguards.
All Sports Mouthguards, located in West Jordan, Utah. Come visit us, 1385 West, 9000 South in West Jordan, Utah. We offer high quality, made in the USA, custom molded and custom designed mouthguards.
All right, that's it. That's all your bitch-ass gets.
All right, that's all you get. Isolation 20 Podcast, episode number 69. A little bit of a quicker one. I got a lot of things I got to go do. Got a lot of work. My boy Tavian over here is working on his computer. He's ready to go. I see his little feet going. But Fierce Fighting Championship this Saturday night, March 18th at Clearfield High School. Doors open at 4 p.m. Fights start at 5. Go check out the Challenger Series. This is the 4th installment of the Challenger Series. Some really good fights are set to take place on this card. And check out the Fierce Fighting Championship. They got the podcast. With the Damage Plan MMA guys. My man Blake is helping out with that a lot now. They're interviewing the fighters, so make sure you just Google it, Fierce Fighting Championship, or just go on to fiercefightingchampionship.com. Also, I will be at a bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street for UFC 286. I know what you're saying, Dre. Didn't we just have 285? Yes, and we're back. It's a London card. This is the rematch between Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman. If you're not familiar with these two guys, remember, and shout out to my Salt Lake people, remember when the UFC came to Utah and the guy, Usman, got kicked in the face and knocked out and went all over the world? Yeah, it's the rematch between those guys. That is happening this Saturday. It is the UK, so I believe fights start at 3 p.m. Eastern time, so it's going to be a weird time here. It's like 12 or 1 o'clock Utah time, and like 12 o'clock Pacific, something like that. It's a weird time, but we're gonna be showing the replay at Bar Named Sue. So if you want to come and watch it again, watch the replay, watch the main event, it'll be a good time. I get music on right after the fight. So 8136 South State Street, come on through to a bar named Sue. And also allrock.com, ALLRAWK.com. I got all kinds of designs up on the website. The store is open. Salute to my man, I think it was Jose that just bought one, or maybe it was Javi. Somebody just bought a new hoodie. I forgot to get your name. I apologize. But we got the Thingy Thing hoodies up there with sweatshirts. We got the Podcasters vs. Everybody shirts inspired by the Detroit vs. Everybody brand. Got that up there. Got the Sione All Rock Media branded hoodies, shirts, and sweatshirts up there, along with all the All Rock Media and Weight Down Credit Up merch up there as well. I am super excited about what we have coming up for spring summer designs. Again, all these designs are all me. So if you want to help a brother out, maybe you're a graphic designer, maybe you got some ideas, throw them my way, because it's hard doing it alone. All right. So if you have some ideas, throw them your boy's way. I'll throw it up there, give you some credit, right? Because it's always better to have help with this thing, because it's hard. It's hard out here for me, man. It's hard, man. It's hard. And if you want to try to win that $50 for What's That Noise, again, put this number in your phone. 385-240-4666 is the number for What's That Noise. You literally program it in your phone. Just program it. Name it whatever. You can name it Dre Podcast. You can name it Unrestricted. You can call it Isolation20. I don't care. Save the number in your phone. So when you're listening to the podcast, when you're in your cubicle working, or you're at home at your desk working, and you're hearing my voice, and you're like, oh, I want to chime in, or oh, I think I know what the noise is. You can literally just go to the contact, type in your answer, text it, it comes straight to me. Or you can even just leave a voice note. You can call that number and leave a note, and I'll play it here on the podcast. It's very simple and very easy. Again, that number is 385-240-4666 for What's That Noise. And I'll be back next week. Unrestricted Tuesdays, Isolation20 Podcast Thursdays. And I appreciate your time, man. It's just refreshing when people share, when people comment. We just hit 1,000 followers on YouTube. That means the world to me. It's just a good milestone, because now once we hit, I think it's 250,000 views, which we're only just a few thousand away. Now we'll be able to actually get some potential money for this thing, right? So if I get paid, it goes right back into this thing, which means better giveaways, which means better, quality content, right? These cameras and stuff ain't cheap. Microphones ain't cheap. Studio rent ain't cheap. So it goes right back into the content creation, hopefully giving you the best content to get you through your day. That's the whole reason why I do this. I mean, it gives me a chance to release, but at the same time, it gives me a chance to connect with people like yourself. So hopefully, if you're having a bad day, or even if you're having a good day, hopefully this put a smile on your face and made you feel something. Because that's honestly what means the most to me. It's just making you feel angry because I talked about Jessie Reyez's hairy legs, or making you happy because I let you know about a man that's suing Chick-fil-A, Buffalo Wild Wings. This has been another episode of Isolation20 Podcast. Have the day you deserve, and always protect your light. We out. Peace.